Normally don't come on here. Normally don't come on here around this time, but it is, let me see, 6:43 p.m. It's nighttime. It's getting dark here where I am. Central Standard Time. Um, did come on this morning. Got thrown off. I don't know, something happened. The reason I didn't come on here, I was doing washing clothes. That's what I was doing. I was washing clothes. So did come on this morning because normally when I come on around 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30 ish. Nobody comes on here. I used to have more people, but started coming on at like 7:30 when more people get on here. But it's Friday, washing clothes. Normally on Saturdays, take my mom to dialysis, but that's not happening. Other stuff is going on, so hopefully she gets better with whatever's wrong with her. But that's pretty much it. Today went to work. Um, they had awards day at my son's school. He's in 11th grade. He got 2 awards, one for doing dual enrollment and two for making A and B honor roll all year round. And something that I wanted to bring up at this awards, it was 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. They did all A's and B's. They did the whole shebang. But when it was a lot of African American kids, girls and boys that received awards there. Some of them received multiple one awards, some of them received two, some of them got three. So that's something I wanted to point out because people don't shine a light on the kids that's doing good, especially the African American kids that's doing good, and it is a public school in Alabama. So it's a lot of kids that got all A's, a bunch A and B honor roll, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. So especially 11th grade, it was like a whole lot of them, including my son. So just shout out to those kids, those African American kids, girls and boys. They got these awards. As parents, I'm sure the majority of them are being raised by single parents, mainly women, especially in this area. So shout out to these kids for getting all A's all year. Shout out to the ones that got A's and B's all year. Got awards for dual enrollment, the ones that's taking college courses. A lot of those, hey, how are you doing? A lot of those kids got awards. So shout out to the kids, especially the black kids that's getting good grades all year round. That's achieving all these awards and doing good in school, not misbehaving. You're on the right path. Us as parents, we're very proud of you. Shout to my son and these other kids that got these awards today. Not only at the school, this public school that my son goes to, but shout out to the other kids that's receiving awards at these other schools in Alabama, across the country, this country, especially if you're going to a public school. Shout out to y'all. Y'all put in that hard work. You doing good. Keep it up. My son, he got 3.5 GPA, and I'm sure they got gave out other awards to the kids that had the highest GPA. Shout out to them. But shout out to all these kids that's doing well in school and getting these awards and achieving these goals and putting in that hard work, especially black kids and especially black male kids, because they say black men, black kids, teenagers, not they want to put a bad name on them, but these children today, what I sit up here and watch at this public school my son goes to here in Alabama, it was a lot of black kids up in here, up in there, and black boys, mainly black boys, a whole lot of black boys up in there. They got good grades and were doing real good doing this whole dual enrollment stuff. So shout out to them. and all the other kids that weren't black, but mainly these black boys and these black girls that was up in there because they put stereotypes on us and say we can't do good and we're not raising our kids right. But I just want to put that out there. Shout out to those kids for doing good. And y'all keep it up. 9th, 10th, 11th grade. Keep it up all through school. 11th graders going on to be seniors. Next year, y'all keep it up. Keep doing good. Be successful in life. And don't let no one put a stereotype on you all because you black. Want to say you bad, you're going to end up in jail, locked up, or whatever. Don't let them do it because you're black. But stay strong and keep it up. Stay strong, keep it up, keep up the good grades, keep doing well in life, and be successful and be great. So good job to all those kids that received those awards today at Awards Day. So good job, people. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. But what's up to everybody coming in here? I was talking about Awards Day in my son's school about how a lot of kids receive these awards today and how good they did at school, 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. My son is in 11th grade, but they get a lot of kids up in there, and they did awesome. Some of them got 1 award, some of them got 2. Like my son, some of them received 3. But it was a lot of kids that did very awesome, did very well this school year. So keep it up. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, ran the gamut. So diverse. It's a public school and it's very diverse here in Alabama. So but it was a whole lot, just saying, it was a whole lot of African American kids, males and female, that received a whole lot of awards today at the school my son go to in Alabama. So y'all did good and y'all keep it up. Once again, did great. Very proud of you. So just putting that out there again. But going over some stories, going over some little highlights that I was reading on Instagram. I don't know. It says, what did y'all do today? I washed clothes this morning. Went to work. Like I said, went to the awards day for my son because he got some awards at school. So, what did y'all do today? Did you eat breakfast? I did the normal breakfast thing this morning. I get up at 4 o'clock, did the normal thing. Normally eat breakfast. Same old, 2 boiled eggs, 3 turkey sausage links, drink some water, worked out. That's my morning routine, and pray, that whole shebang. That's what I do in the mornings. But a little bit of news on the little headline stuff that I see on IG. But it said Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show was called pornographic and disgusting by viewers. I don't know what viewers those were, but I watched it. And I don't know why they bring this up now, because the halftime show was like in January. It's up here May, finna be May. Because April isn't May. Hold on. I forget when my days at. It's already May. It's already May 8th. It's up here May 8th, and they're still talking about Bad Bunny. That halftime show that was in like, when was the half January, February, whenever they have like the Super Bowl, February. But yeah, said it was pornographic, disgusting, but I don't know. I seen it and I don't know where that came from because it wasn't to me. And I'm 46. I know what pornographic is, and there was nothing like that. I've seen worse stuff on TV shows that was more pornographic. I don't know how it was pornographic when it was nothing like that what I watched. But that's just somebody that didn't like him, pretty much. But let's see, young men are chasing sugar mamas, hashtag like older women. If somebody don't know what sugar mamas are, young men are chasing sugar mamas on dating apps, ages 18. Hey, Paige, ages 18 to 25. They said it's a leading trend. What do y'all think about that? Are young men chasing older women on dating? I don't even do it. First of all, I don't even know why people go on dating apps. Game is game. What are we talking about? We're talking about these young men chasing older women, going on dating apps for older women. They say it's a trend. Paige, I don't know. All I know is younger men, honestly, ages 18 to 25, I've noticed they do go after older women because they've come after me, and I'm 46. I've had one recently to tell me that he wanted me. So, are you dating someone off TikTok? I hope you're safe. I hope you're being safe and being careful. I hope it's not I hope it's somebody that you can't. I'm sorry, you got to be careful about people, especially on social media. Yeah, maybe. Especially on social media. You don't be knowing people. I'm going to tell you, it's one incident where I thought a dude was real, and this is on Instagram. Thought this dude was legit, but I'm always skeptical of stuff. I'm not too trusting of nobody. I don't trust nobody, honestly. You gotta gain my trust. I'm just say that. But I was communicating with this dude, right? So I'm like, just general stuff. I ain't tell him nothing. I ain't telling him my phone number. I ain't telling him where I live or nothing like that. Eventually, I knew what was going because I was like, at some point, this dude, he got to talking about he was in the military, which was a problem. Then he got to telling lies about he didn't have no food. He was somewhere where he didn't have no food. Could I send him money for food? That was a problem right there. That was the issue. Tried to get me to send him money. There's the problem. Because in the beginning, I was like, I knew it. I said, this is about to end up being a scammer. Somebody over in Africa or over in India or wherever they at, finna try to get some money out of me. And this is actually, I said this to the guy, whoever he was. I said, I know you're a scammer. He was like, no, I'm not. I said, at some point I said, I know you're going to try to ask me for money and that you're a scammer. And you're going to try to get me to give you money for some reason or another. And he was like, no. So this went on where he was trying to get me to trust him through conversation, a back and forth conversation. And he was trying to get me to trust him. So I guess he felt like he got me to a point to like, okay, now I don't know, he probably had somebody in his ear because I don't know, they probably in some area with computers and they got somebody over them and they were probably like, whoever was over them probably like, man, you taking too long. Get the money out of her. Say something to her to get the money so you can find some way to get my bank account number or something so he can get my money, whatever money I had, which I don't have nothing because I'm poor. But whatever money I had, he was trying to get. So somebody was in his ear, probably saying, man, you're taking too long. Get her to give you the information so you can get whatever money she got. Because they probably was thinking I got a lot of money because I don't know what perception they was coming, my Instagram page. I guess I stay in the projects. And I don't know, you can't really tell. I don't have nothing. But I guess they was thinking I did from their point of view on my Instagram page. But he eventually got to the point to where he was like, yeah, can you send me money for something to eat or whatever? And I was like, no. I was like, nah. I said, I knew you was a scammer. I was like, you need to quit. You need God because you know you're wrong. Had a whole conversation. After that whole conversation about him needing to go to Jesus and he know he wrong and he going to hell for out here trying to take money from people, knowing that nobody ain't got nothing. So now I'm finna get robbed because the dude didn't know where I was. He know where I was. He know where I live. No, he was trying to he thought he was finna get my bank account number or something so he could steal my money because that's what scammers do. But it didn't get that far because I knew what it was all about. So after I told him who he was, that whole thing ended. I don't even know, for what's all, they lie about their names, they lie about where they're from and all that. And another key thing is when they get to typing and stuff, they go by a script. They have a script that they go by and you can tell it. You can also tell it because then they start speaking. The longer you get into type stuff, they start speaking broken English. They don't know how to spell words. So, and you can tell it. So pretty much was a giveaway. But yeah, you can't trust nobody. If I can't see you face to face, and then another thing that I do, I was like, I said, video call me so I can see your face, and they never do. I was like, the only way I'm gonna trust you is if I can see your face, and I all of a sudden, without them knowing, I video call them, and nothing happens. It's like a black screen, and then they had a phone down, and you can't hear nothing. So that was a giveaway. So that's it. I was like, whatever. I'll video call them. And if I can't see them, I was like, well, if you don't want me to see you, obviously you lying. So that's another thing about that whole meet people on social media. But going back to this, but yeah, younger men ages 18 to, I don't know about 18. 18 seems kind of young. I know college age, like early 20s, 20 on up. Preferably 21. Because either at 21, you they say you're an adult. And then you can drink. So 21 and up, if you're younger than 21, you gotta let that go. But 20 and then 21 still young, but at 21 they're like a junior in college, so they're about to graduate college at 21 because they'll be a junior in college at the age of 21 if they're in school. But and then some dudes be out on their own at 21, have their own place or whatever, might have their own apartment, have their own car. Some of them, depending on if they any good, they probably are, and goal oriented at 21. But yeah, but they say they're looking for sugar mamas on apps ages 18 to 25. They say it's a trend. But yeah, some of them younger dudes, they do be looking for older women. And I've been peeped that. But let's see. Another story says the CDC says the risk of the I'm sure y'all done heard about this hantavirus on this ship that's is still outside of Port what is it? I forgot where they at, but this hantavirus on this ship, cruise ship, it says to the American public, it's very low. The risk to the American public is very low. It says health officials say they are monitoring U.S. passengers that who returned home before the outbreak was confirmed. Meaning, before these people that was on this ship, right now it's still 150 left on the ship. That was the last thing I heard. I don't know, because I'm sure they're still not letting people off this ship, this cruise ship, what this virus was on, which came from rats, but rodents, but through feces, saliva, and all that. But yeah, but before they figured out there was a virus, they let people off the ship. So now They had to find the people that they let off the ship, which some of them are over here in the States. I heard some about Georgia and some other places, a few other states. They're now monitoring those people that was on that got off the ship before they knew about this whole virus stuff, this whole hantavirus stuff. So they're monitoring these passengers who returned home before the outbreak was confirmed on this ship. And I think I was hearing on the radio this morning. It was like one lady that they said she might be sick, but they're watching her closely. And if they said if she does have it, she would be like the first one that does have it that's not on the ship that's in this country. So that was the last thing I heard on the radio this morning. Another story, let's see. It says singing together can lower cortisol by up to 30% and boost immune antibodies by up to 200%. Music is truly medicine. So listen to music, sing. But yeah, I see you say, oh no. But yeah, I don't know. Did anybody hear about that? It's been all on the news about that hantavirus issue on that cruise ship and how they was still out there in the water. For as I know, they're still out there. They said they were supposed to be going somewhere where these people that are three people done died from it. Some other people were sick. I know it was somebody in Africa. One person that was in Africa that was in the hospital that they was monitoring too. I don't know what happened to that person because I haven't heard anything about it. But I know 3 people passed away for sure from that virus, that hantavirus. So, and that was on the cruise ship. That was on that ship. So I know that for sure. But yeah, singing together. So if you're married, got a boyfriend, if you like singing, got somebody you can sing with, singing for fun. Singing in the car. I know we all sing in the car. It says it can lower cortisol by up to 30% and boost immune antibodies by up to 200%. So music truly is medicine. So music is good for your soul. So singing is a good thing. You make you feel better, make you forget your worries, makes you happy. So singing is a good thing. Other words, a couple other things. It says Disney cruise ship employees arrested in federal child porn investigation. It was allegedly some Disney cruise ship employees arrested in a federal child porn investigation, which is crazy. But that's the world we living in. Lust. That's all it is lust. And not having discipline. And people be letting people have too much reign. You gotta keep an eye on your children for sure when it comes to social media and stuff like this, because there's a lot of stuff out there. And you gotta watch your kids for sure. But because it can lead to other situations, and you don't want your child to end up in a bad situation when it comes to watching. You don't want to watch bad stuff on the internet or anywhere else, to be honest. Nasty movies and stuff like that. But Jamie, speaking of nasty movies, OnlyFans, which is not a good website. So Jamie Presley, who joined OnlyFans, calls it a creative evolution, which it is not. She just needs money. Obviously, she's not getting any acting roles. She used to be an actor, so obviously nobody's not paying her for to act anymore. I don't think she really was I haven't seen her in like too much of anything anymore, but she's on OnlyFans, which that's a I look at that as a what you call it, a form of like prostitution. Can we say that on here? I don't know. I don't know if we can say that on here, but OnlyFans is like a place for like they call them OnlyFans models, but they're really not. There's no models on OnlyFans. It's I look at it as a form of prostitution as far as OnlyFans is concerned, because it ain't nothing on there. The only people buying their subscription are like nasty men. So it is what it is. But the last story, parents owing over $2,500 in child support will have their passports revoked by the United States Department. So if you male or female, if you're man or woman, and you owe $2,500 or more in child support, the United States is going to revoke. United States State Department is going to revoke your passport, so you're not going to be able to travel. So if you owe child support, you better get to paying, because you ain't going to be able to go nowhere if you got a passport and trying to travel. You're not going to be able to go anywhere, because the United States State Department is going to revoke your passport. So FYI, if you don't know it, now you know. So I don't know what y'all gonna do. If you're trying to travel, you're gonna be in that. And then people don't even shoot. These days, if you got money to travel, you doing good, because people don't have money. Food high, ticket prices are high. Because this whole war with Iran, and we don't have no oil. Gas prices are high. These airlines paying I don't know how much money for gas to put in these planes, so ticket prices are high. They charging extra for everything. If you fly, I don't fly because I ain't got no money to fly. I ain't never been on no plane, but I've never been on a plane. So, but for the ones that are traveling, that stuff is expensive anyway. But if you are traveling, you'll be out. I don't know, have that passport, and they'll be like, "Oh, you can't go nowhere because your name in a system, and you owe child support, and they're gonna take your passport on site because you out here owing child support and ain't taking care of your kids. How you gonna take care of you got time to travel and got money to travel and can't even take care of your kids? How is that gonna work?" And people do that. Be out here traveling, taking trips and everything, and not even taking care of your children. Spending time with them, not giving money for them, not buying them anything, clothes. Them need clothes, school supplies, need stuff for school. And you out here traveling and not taking care of your kids, which is messed up. So, but yeah, again, parents owing over $2,500 in child support will have their passports revoked by the United States State Department. Y'all can look that up. If you want to read more about that, get more in depth. How's everybody's day going? How has your day been? Is everything going well mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally? I'm about to wrap this up. Unless y'all have something to talk about, you can put it down in the chat. We can talk about that. How your day went, how work went, kids, how school went. School's about to end. The kids in college, they taking finals, and some of them about to go home. Some of them are going home. I know some people went home today. Some of these college students went home today. Some of them done taking finals. Some of them wrapping up taking finals. High school kids got finals coming up. So stuff like that. These kids getting ready to get out of school for summer. I'm sure they're ready for it. But parents still got to work for the summer, still got to pay bills, still got to eat. And that's pretty much it. But what are you guys doing? Have you seen any movies? Any good movies? People still saying that Michael Jackson movie is like really good. We don't have a movie theater here, so I'm not going to see it because we don't have a movie theater here. It closed during COVID. We didn't get one back. Where the movie theater was, there's now a church. Where our movie theater was, they put a church in the building. So no movie theater here. And I hope somebody need to get another one so you won't have to drive out of town to see a movie. I'm like, because nobody's trying to do that. That's gas. Nobody has money for gas. We trying to, and then you get there, gas is expensive. Then you go to the movies, popcorn and all that stuff. It's expensive. They probably done raised the price of snacks at the movies when they was already high. I don't know what. Because stuff is more expensive now. So that's how I go. Stay at home. Get you a DVD from Walmart and watch it, I guess. Or wait till it come out on DVD and watch it at home. Or Blu-ray. But thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for hitting that like button. If you have anything to say, please put it in the chat. Thank you for I am Latasha, by the way. I'm Latasha. Normally I be on here earlier for waking up with Tasha, probably around 7:30. Be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to come on here at 5:30. People stop showing up because it's early. People don't be up. I'm a morning person. Then I start coming on here at 6. People still stop. Then comes try at 6:30. It still didn't work. So 7:30 worked out better because people were up and they was like pretty much chilling around 7:30. So they came on here more. But I was on here this morning. I had to wash clothes. So that's why I decided to come on here now. But I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. Thank you for coming on here. Watch my playlist. Watch my poetry shorts because I write poetry. I do snippets of poems that I have written. And sometimes I post poems, like really old poems that I've written that I've been putting out for years. But the new stuff, I only do snippets of the stuff that I write. So check out my poetry shorts. Check out my posts. Check out my playlist. All the old stuff, been doing this for 8 months, doing these live for 8 months. As you can see, like, subscribe, comment, share, like, subscribe, comment, share. I think I had 1,026 subscribers. I had 3 people that unsubscribed, which I don't know why. Most of the time it's kids on here. But if you're going to subscribe, just leave it. You don't have to unsubscribe. I can understand that you're not going to watch. But if you subscribe, just leave it. You can come back and watch anytime, get the time to watch any of these lives and stuff that I'm doing. I do silent lives at night, probably like 9 o'clock. But y'all can come in the chat, be nice to people, talk about life, talk about what's going on in your life, talk about fun stuff, talk about happy stuff, enlightening stuff about knowledgeable stuff that people don't know. But y'all enjoy your night. God bless. Be the light. Be the peace. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Care for yourself. Care for others. And love yourself and love other people. Put love into this world. God bless and have a good night. Bye, y'all.